Alright everybody, Baron here and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Tribal, Medieval, Viking, Dynasty, Gladiators. So welcome to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Today we're going to be showing off the Gladiator faction. Look at this. We've got a Retiarius. First we need to see what all of these are about. The mighty Retiarius. Look at his helmet first of all. It's a little bit of a hybrid of two of the helmets in the game. Remember, we can't make 3D assets and put them in game yet. We have to use what's available. This is actually pretty cool because he looks like the gladiator that holds the pitchfork, but this one normally throws a net as well. We don't have that yet. Remember when we teased Spider-Man in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator? So here we have them. This is the trident-wielding Retiarius. The well-armed Murmillo. Oh my god, his helmet looks awesome. Really digging that. This helmet could use some work. This is the spontaneous Thrax. Then we've got the deadly Hoplomachus. Now he looks like he's got a sword and a spear, nothing else. And then we probably have the boss of all bosses. This is Maximus Decimus Meridius, the double-bladed Dimachorus. Now my Latin isn't the best because I never learned Latin. Gladiator! What is your name? My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the north, general of the Felix legions, and loyal servant to the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Now, right now, we've got to have a gladiator tournament, so needless to say, we need a gladiatorial arena. Now, when you look at the Dynasty faction sandbox, it seems like the best one for a gladiator arena. I really think we could have a really cool gladiator arena or a couple different maps. So first, we're gonna see each one versus each other. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's have them fight. We've got a Murmillo. We've got the Murmillo on the right, and he is, quote, well-armed. And then we have the trident-wielding Retiarius. I think my Latin's pretty good. If those of you guys, like, spoke some Latin, you know, fought for the SPQR, you know, the whole, the Roman Empire. Not the Holy Roman Empire, because that is an entirely different beast to itself. Oh, come on, get up, Retiarius! People are betting on you! Can't you hear the cheering from the crowd? That would be interesting. A crowd cheering situation where there's like little tabs guys, like peasants, and they're not in the game. Ooh, look at this. I guess that makes sense, right? The Murmillo here, which I love his... Are they called greaves, or are the greaves what goes on your legs? I don't... They're like guards, man. They're like, there's a whole nomenclature to like the gladiatorial style armor and combat style. Now we've got the Thrax over here on the left, and he's spontaneous. Look at his sword. It's a little bit curved, which is kind of cool. It looks like it's a resized samurai sword. And then the Murmillo's got a shorter looking... These guys need some better physics work. Was he kicking? Is that his spontaneity? Oh my god, he is! He kicks. He's kind of like more of a ninja of type. I think we need a physics overall here for these units. They're incredible. This mod is made by Darulin, and there is a link to the mod in the video description below. I link all the mods, or at least I try to, unless it's something that me and my team is currently working on. Oh, right in the nuts, mate! Are you not entertained? Of course we're entertained. Oh my gosh, I want Gladiator faction. This is brilliant. I never knew I needed a Gladiator faction until we saw this modded one. So now it's the Murmillo who survived this long against the Hoplomachus. And the Hoplomachus is holding a sword. It is a rather short little, almost, no, it's more like a dagger. Yeah, that's definitely more of a dagger. And then he's got like the hoplites looking spear. It'd be really cool if they could like smack with the spear too. Like, they're hugging. Oh my god, he got him! The Hoplomachus won and finally took out the Murmillo. The Murmillo seemed to be like near invincible. This is Dimachorus. Alright, Dimachorus. So this is basically Maximus Decimus Meridius. He is, I don't know if you knew this, but he's leader of the Felix Legion, so that's pretty impressive. Oh, was that a parry? Oh, he's got a little block, like, maneuvering abilities of some sort. We're gonna have a gladiator rebellion, which happened actually in the Roman Empire, and I think Gladiator and other things are loosely based off of like that, but I know that there was a Gladiator rebellion. Come on, Maximus! Stab him with the pointy end! What do I do with this? Stick him with a pointy end. Hey, there we go. But like, oh my gosh, shield to the face. His helmet, it does look pretty cool. And as far as like trying to get Maximus's helmet in the game, I'd say that's pretty well done. One of every gladiator versus one of every gladiator, and they're stuck highest to lowest. So it's like their highest unit will fight the enemy's lowest unit, and so on and so forth. By Jove, gentlemen, I need my coffee. Looks like the blue team is absolutely working this right now. We've got, oh, there's one Maximus, and I can't even tell what the other one is right now. It's absolute chaos out here. Oh my god, I can't wait for the Gladiator Rebellion. I'm trying to think, like, what other gladiators would you put in the game? Oh, the Maximus can parry. So they're both parrying each other, and then we've got the spontaneous guy just hopping around. He just got dispatched. His sword, or rather his dagger, is skipping along the ice of the gladiator arena. I guess, ooh, we could have these guys fight the secret units to see if they're strong enough. We do have some shielded units here. Oh, look at the way he's holding his dagger. It was like a different fighting style. That was one of the things I'd like to see. I don't know if it'd be good for a Tabs, or maybe in theory, a Tabs 2, which hasn't even been talked about or confirmed or anything, so it's not like it's happening. This is just me musing about ideas. But wouldn't it be cool? Come on, man. We're not entertained, Maximus. You've got to do something about it. There we go. Maximus. Slayed Maximus. Oh god, Maximus is eating his sword again. Alright, so this is about even. I guess we could bring in one more swordsman. So it's 2000 versus 1980. We don't have any more proper Roman units. We have a lot more Greek units than Romans. Oh god, we've got a very small, look at this. This Retiarius is got a teeny little head. So wait, what are you doing over here? I'm at a loss. Maximus's arm is stuck in the map? I've never seen that happen before in my life. What happened? Did we break the game? There we go. Maximus is out here fighting, starting to dispatch the units. Let's see, who's the best fighter? Maximus actually, I don't think is like the best fighter. He just buys the most time. He's got a lot of blocking abilities, and if you look at the units that have fallen, it seems like that the spontaneous Thrax, the jumping and leaping, small shield and small daggered looking guy, definitely playing more towards agility than raw power, seems to be one of the better units of dispatching guys, probably because he's hopping around and maybe high damage. Maximus, yeah, when I say Maximus, I mean the double-bladed Dimacharis. Not the best for this stuff. I wonder how they're gonna do against the Greek god. Because it's time! First, the rebellion must be against the Greek gods themselves. Now, in ancient times, you'd often see during the gladiatorial games that you'd have slaves and gladiators fighting wild animals. Now, the first wild animal we have is a Minotaur. Oh my gosh. And the Minotaur found the Hoplomachus right off the bat, spilling him to the ground, throwing the Dimacharis. My gosh, I have to keep looking at my reference sheet for these Latin names. It's pretty hard to remember. And well, look at that. The Gladiator Alliance won. Now it is time to pit them against one of basically the tank of the ancient world, the war elephant, or in this case, I guess it's a woolly mammoth. But, you know, oh man, look at that. Carving up his insides right there, aren't you? Dimacharis, aka Maximus. Did he just get knocked to the ground? Okay, they got knocked to the ground, but they didn't die. There's only, what, one dead one so far? Only one of the Roman gladiators died. They're really strong. All right, boys, you got your work cut out for you today. 3 wild beasts against 5 of the Empire's best gladiators, coming from far and wide. The best domina in the area, in their finest and most proud and prestiged gladiators. Oh, one of these guys is getting taken for an absolute ride. I think, oh god, look at that. That's never good to see. Maximus! Maximus the Merciful! Although in this case it's Maximus the Dead and Deceased. Oh, that's not good because that is the Hoplomachus. Come on, Hoplomachus, hop around. No, excuse me, that was the Thrax. Even though Hoplomachus hopping would be easier to remember than spontaneous Thrax. Alright, they weren't able to do that. Let's put, you know what? Let's have them versus a god. Imagine that. Imagine going into like the Roman Colosseum and be like, oh, you know, no big deal there. What's a Roman name? Stannis? No. Decimadiarius? There we go, that sounds Latin to me. And you're like, oh, today we're gonna fight the captured Greek god of lightning and the god of all gods, Zeus. He's got a beautiful lightning bolt pendant on his shirt. Let's see if gladiators can defeat a Greek god. Oh, it looks like they for sure can. All right, well, there you go. They were able to dispatch Zeus himself. Ooh, this would be the cool part. If you could have like a time machine, or just like, if the world was more connected, you could, and like, I guess the eras would have to line up, because I don't think there were samurais. Good lord, this is the Shogun, the best warrior that the Dynasty faction has. So he's facing Maximus right now. All of his other units are dispatched. They're about even. All 5 of the Roman gladiator units equal about 1,920 or 1,980 gold. Let's see. And the Shogun here costs 2,000. Yeah, 1,980. Well, there's still one more Greek god to fight, and that is Artemis. Artemis has a decent amount of range. Oh, if only Maximus could block arrows. Oh, there we go. The Hoplomachus can. Some of them have shields, it's just they're very small, and I still think, yeah, not I think, I know. Here we go, let's even the odds. This is an equitable amount. Oh, look at that. Some of the units just like fall over, and it's not like we're not firing Thanos' snap. We've disabled the Thanos mod, which if you haven't seen, you gotta go to my channel and check it out. It's one of the finest mods. It has one of the coolest abilities. So here we go, this is an equal amount of gold spent on Roman gladiators and the queen herself, the god of all gods. She's more powerful than Zeus, as far as I'm concerned. So here we go. Oh, she was knocked to the ground finally. Get her while she's down. There we go, gentlemen. Okay, so she can be overwhelmed, but Artemis was taken out. I wonder, what about the ice giant? Now we're gonna go back to gladiators and even it out, so we need an even 6,000. Here we go. All right, boys, this is going to be your greatest challenge yet. Talk about animals and beasts in the gladiator arena. This is it right here. Can they take out the ice giant? I wonder, there wasn't any really like gladiators that threw weapons or shot stuff. I still think we need like a proper spear throwing guy. Like, here we go. So say this is a Roman legionnaire, for example. You know how like when the spear thrower from the ancient faction, tribal faction, excuse me, throws a spear materializes in their hand? What if after they threw a spear, a sword materialized in their hand? As this guy gets absolutely sent spilling. Come on, we've got 1 or 2 maximum. No, gosh, the ice giant all getting stabbed in the gonads. Well, at least there won't be any more reproduction of ice giants, because he got stabbed right in his manhood. Now he got headbutted. Oh, this poor guy's gonna die. Watch this. You can't run from fate. Destiny comes all the same. Don't run, turn and fight. Ooh, this isn't looking good. Yeah, the Romans. Here we go. What about the Romans versus like a medieval archer wall? Oh, 6,000, huh? Some of the units fall over and their weapons then get stuck in the map. So here we go. We've got a bunch of archers versus a Roman gladiatorial rebellion here. The Lord of the Realm has sent forth his best archers to dispatch them. Some of the units can deflect though. So I think what we need to do is find those guys and put a little more. If they fail this, we just need the right composition of gladiators. But I think they have a chance here to take them out. It's just a matter of, oh yeah, they can definitely do it. And we even have one of the lowly Retiarius. Look at his fighting stance. This man learned it from, what, the Far East? Or maybe the plains of Africa? I don't know where he learned that. Or maybe he learned it from Achilles himself, the greatest spear-wielding warrior of all time. Yeah! The first bit of rebellion has been successful. Soon, now they can break out of the arena and head towards the castle. We all know the drill. In order to take and siege the castle, you must first take the land bridge. And the king always dispatches a force to defend it. Here, the local garrison is one of his greatest knights, Sir Lancelot himself. Sir Lancelot! Sir Lancelot the Lucky! Maximus! Oh my god, Maximus the Merciful, your forces are getting absolutely wrecked right now. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. He's gonna have to go, and like, basically overthrow some more Luduses. Look at this guy. Speaking of Ludus, this guy has his spear between his legs. And that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one with the war tip on the end of it. And there we go. Okay, they've taken out the knight. Ooh, maybe they won't need to dispatch and get more luduses. Luduses were like the Roman schools where slaves were taught to be gladiators, pretty much. I don't think were there any stories? I'm sure there are, of like free men. Oh, come on. Seriously? You've got to be kidding me. What are you doing? Alright, because the Gladiator faction doesn't have any ranged units, I threw in some spear throwers here. Haha, threw in some spear throwers. One of which just fell to his death. Good job. You did very, very well. You did very well. Actually, I'm being very facetious, sir. So, yeah, I just figured, like, throwing a spear would be, like, the best that gladiators could do in terms of range. So they've got their spears throwing, so I'm thinking with a little bit of range support, the gladiators might just do... What is happening here? Oh, there's spear throwers in the way, and they're trying to get up here. So if nobody takes out this catapult... Ooh, look at that. There we go. We've got a bunch of trident-wielding retiariuses. I just wish they could throw their nets. Remember the spider mage, basically, that was teased by Landfall? That would be perfect. We also could make Spider-Man for it as well. You guys were telling me which Avenger we should make next. What other mod should we make? Maximus and his loyal followers are here outside the gates of the king's castle. It was once a land of glory, but has since been into a little bit of disrepair because the king has been using that gold to pay off the Vikings to fight his wars. He's got his army here, but he went to the regions of Scandinavia to the north and hired some of the best warriors. He figured, hey, the gladiators have some of the best melee warriors in the realm. Why not hire one or two of the Vikings himself? Oh man, the Berserker just took him out. So the Berserkers are coming in here. Oh, Berserkers are immediately taken out. I'm curious how these oh my god. The Vikings were absolutely destroyed. Who do you think would be the best? I guess there is the Dynasty faction. We gotta do the Dynasty faction next. This Viking army and medieval army is just getting absolutely destroyed. How did this guy end out over there? The catapult, though, and the king should do a decent amount of damage. And they did. There's still the catapult and a lot of archers. But I think with the spear throwers and with a few units that can block... Actually, this is gonna be interesting. The spear throwers themselves are what's keeping this alive. So, I mean, they just basically got a bunch of other, like, Roman slaves and then gave them spears to throw, and that seemed to work. And Maximus totally survived this battle. Only the Monkey King is left to withstand this rebellion. If they are successful here, they will own the realms of Totally Accurate Landia for an unforeseen amount of time. Probably an empire that could last 1,000 years if the gladiators could get along and stop falling into the pit. There goes the Retiarius. We've got some ninjas over here. The ninjas themselves are fantastic. Oh god. This guy's like kind of falling there and he's using his friend as a shield, but I don't know how much longer it's gonna work out too well. The dragon is burning them. Oh my god, is this where the gladiator rebellion ceases to exist anymore? I mean, we've got amazing samurai units. Oh, you know what? We forgot to give them the spear throwers because every faction, I think, needs a unit that has range. Oh my god. They absolutely work the ninja side over here because two of the ninjas fell immediately. They're able to deflect some of these firework archers. Now it looks like, although this samurai charge could be very, very effective as it's running into the rear and hitting. Oh my god, we just create a giant sea serpent. Look at it falling down to earth. Oh, wouldn't that be cool if all of a sudden it just made a mushroom cloud? Boom! Or explode into a giant firework? I dare say. Oh my god, that's glorious. Guy got hit with a firework arrow and he landed in the water. And there he goes. He's gonna get spit out the side of the waterfall. Ah! Wilhelm Scream.mp3. Okay, boys, come on. Come on. Fight the good fight. Well, Maximus, you did get your vengeance in this life. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching another episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I want to say a big thank you to Darulin for making this awesome Gladiator mod. Links in the video description below. Let me know which custom units you'd like to see, custom battles, and what you'd like to see in the next episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I'm Baron, and I'm signing out. Goodbye!